Imagine your high-paying job is being outsourced to a lower-paying country. Now imagine you have to train your replacement. It's something the president has railed against and something that's currently happening at a well-known American university. Aditi Roy has our story from San Francisco.
In just a few weeks, Robert Harrison, a 57-year-old senior telecom engineer at UCSF, will be out of a job. He will be replaced by an offshore worker.
It's been a very demoralizing position to be in, to know that we're coming to work for a company that's going to ship our jobs out to people in India.
Harrison, who's worked at the university for 2.5 years, is one of 49 career employees and 30 contractors who are being replaced by offshore workers. The UC system signed a contract with HCL, an Indian outsourcing company, to fill the positions. The employees spoke out this morning during a regularly scheduled UC Board of Regents meeting.
It is outright neglect that makes it clear there's a mix of priorities here.
The cuts are part of a cost-cutting program that UC officials say will save UCSF $30 million over 5 years. It's an issue that has made national headlines. It once again brings to the spotlight the H-1B visa program, an issue President Trump has spoken out about and the need to reform it. The program brings 85,000 workers to the U.S. It's designed to attract highly skilled foreign workers for jobs there aren't enough qualified American workers to fill. But critics of the program argued since it doesn't require firms to recruit American workers first, it makes it easier for them to replace those workers with cheaper foreign counterparts. UC officials say while several workers on H-1B visas were brought in to help with the transition right after the cuts were announced, officials say they have since not used H-1B workers and have no plans to do so. The LA Times says the program has been co-opted by outsourcing firms that use the visas to import workers, mostly from India, to replace Americans in middle-level IT jobs. And in fact, many outsourcing firms, including HCL, grab about half of all the H-1Bs issued every year. Adding more volatility to the politically charged issue, the cuts were approved by UC President Janet Napolitano, the former Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. But under a loophole in the visa law, displaced UCSF tech workers like Kurt Ho are training their replacements.
It's very uncomfortable. We're essentially training this person to replace us, and they're going to take over our jobs.
It's just the latest high-profile case of American workers training their offshore replacements. In 2015, Disney reportedly laid off workers and required some of them to train their replacements. And PG&E just announced it is cutting 180 jobs, and the company's offshoring 70 of those jobs. 110 displaced workers have also been asked to train their replacements. Meanwhile, workers like Harrison are speaking out and worrying.
What am I going to do? That's my biggest concern. I lay awake at night wondering, what the heck am I going to do?
The workers' last day is February 28th. UC officials say the other 9 UC campuses also have the option of using the same outsourcing firm to cut costs. However, at this point, none of the other campuses have exercised that option. For Nightly Business Report, Aditi Roy, San Francisco.